azure gleam. The absent emperor. The combined might of the kingdom, alliance, and church crush Adrestia's forces in the Valley of Torment, forcing the emperor and Regent Ire to flee southward to Garreg Mach. The might of Fargus relentlessly pursues them in hopes of finally putting an end to the war. However, Count Bergliez stands firm in the way, a stalwart defender of his emperor.
Ah, Leopold, you've come.
Why did you bring Her Majesty out here? You said yourself she's not in good shape.
It's what the situation demanded. We needed the Emperor's might to drive the Allied army away.
Did we now?
Besides, the decision was not mine to make. But now is not the time for this idle chatter. I must be going. It is essential I escort the Emperor to Garreg Mach. You shall stay behind to impede the enemy's advance. We cannot let any harm come to Her Majesty.
Somehow I doubt it's her safety you're worried about. But fine. I've got my orders. You can go.
My deepest thanks. This way, Your Majesty.
Adresti is not gonna last much longer if that's how our Emperor's looking.
If that's what you think, then flee. You're just a general. No noble rank to defend, nor a claim to one otherwise. Another life is out there for you, should you want it.
You're telling me to abandon the Empire? That's not like you. Though I think Linhardt might be in the kingdom. That's definitely one way to go. But it's not really my style.
You're far too young to be throwing your life away. I wouldn't begrudge you such a decision.
Oh, come on! I'll land the decisive blow that'll turn this whole thing around.
Imagine a grand ship sailing on a vast sea, Caspar. One day it crosses the path of a vicious storm and begins to sink. Some panic and jump overboard. Others resign themselves to their fates and let the tempest do what it will. Yet more rob their fellow sailors for meaningless plunder, while another group clings to the helm, searching desperately to reverse their fortunes. And us? We stand proud at the bow, serenading our crew as the waves lap at their feet. Our voices are like thunder piercing through the chaos, stirring the hearts of all those who stand face to face with death.
I get it. I'm gonna scream my lungs out until I can't draw another breath. Things might be bleak now, but they're gonna learn just what the Empire is all about.
Come, my son. It's time we show them the might of House Bergliez once and for all.
The Imperial Army has fled south with the Emperor in tow. They appear to be headed for Garreg Mach. And just as planned, the Archbishop and her squadron are en route there as well. But we have also received word of suspicious behavior from the fugitive Duke Ire.
Meaning what?
Rather than retreat to the monastery, he remains roaming in the vicinity of this very battlefield. Maybe he's looking for something? Or perhaps it is a trap or a diversion of some kind. We still do not know what our enemy is planning.
But we do know that Count Bergliez has stationed units at various key points in the hopes of slowing us down.
Well, now what? Duke Ire might not be rushing to reach Garreg Mach, but we should be. We don't want to lose our advantage.
Of course not. But if we charge in too hastily, we'll be swarmed by Bergliez and his soldiers.
Maybe we could try and find a weak spot in their defenses and break through there.
That would all be fine and well on regular terrain. We don't really have the luxury of choosing our route here in the valley.
What about the shortcut Lady Rhea used? We would have to break into smaller units to get our whole army through, but it might just work.
It is too dangerous. Splitting up would just make us easier targets for whatever traps the enemies laid.
I fear I must agree. Such a plan could play straight into the Empire's hands. Attempting to traverse that route without the proper preparations would only result in needless loss.
Looks like you need my guidance. Hear me out. With an army as big as ours, there's no point trying to get clever with it. Our only real concern is the possibility of getting surrounded. Therefore, what I propose is...
We'll push our way through, strike everywhere all at once. Whatever traps Duke Ire's got for us, we'll blow straight through them. This isn't a thinking person's fight, not now. We've got the stronger army, so let's start acting like it.
I didn't realize we had 2 boars on our side. Though I can't say I disagree.
We have the numbers. It is a good plan.
I hold no objections. Our combined might would overwhelm even the greatest ambush. Now, the Empire will learn what the legions of Vargas are capable of.
What about this?
What do you think of... I've had a thought.
What about this? Leave it to me then.
Now then.
Huh?
No.
Good day. Do you have a moment?
Actually... Yes. Excuse me? In fact... How awful.
Hey.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, hello.
Honestly, I don't know. That reminds me.
Not good. Got a second?
Huh? And that's it.
Excuse me, I must be telling you. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hello. How wonderful. Not exactly.
Greetings. Can we speak a moment? Let's see. Are you certain?
Hey, by the way... The short of it is... Uh-huh.
wonder... I'll handle it.
Hello there.
Let's see.
That's not good. Okay, so...
Huh?
And that's that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah.
Hey, what do you think? Right.
So...
No way.
Indeed. Let me ponder this.
That makes sense.
Huh?
No way.
Okay.
I wonder...
What do you think?
Now then.
That's concerning, if I'm honest.
I wish to speak with you.
Oh, hey. On your way back from training? It's admirable of you to keep at it so late.
Yeah, well, I like to get in a little bit of practice whenever I can. Can't afford to fall behind with everyone else getting so strong on the battlefield.
It's a little late for me today, but I could join you tomorrow. If that's okay, of course.
Really? That'd be great!
A desire to get stronger is not a bad thing in my book. While we're on the subject, can I ask you something? Why do you want to get stronger? No, wait. Let me start with a different question. What made you originally decide to become a mercenary?
It's not really much of a story. This is kinda just where I ended up. After my mom died, I left the village we'd been living in. But I had no idea what I was gonna do. I eventually ran out of money and fell in with a mercenary group. Then I worked my way up from doing their laundry to fighting.
You don't say. Well, I guess your story is a pretty common one, actually. How'd mercenary life treat you?
Awful at first. But once I met some folks that I got along with, it wasn't so bad. Anyway, the plan was to keep fighting alongside my friends, make a name for myself as a merc, and eventually run out of luck and die. But somehow, I've suddenly found myself in charge of the king's private army, leading soldiers into battle. Not really what I expected, I'll tell you that much.
That's how life is. You never know what tomorrow will bring. When I was a kid, I never imagined I'd be wielding some holy relic as a Knight of Seiros. I thought my destiny was to follow in my father's footsteps and become the next Count Karin.
It seems like you've been through a lot. I heard you were a fugitive at one point.
Yes, well, something happened. My best friend lost his way, and I couldn't set him right. Eventually, it cost him his life, and I let it happen. I couldn't stay in my hometown after something like that, but despite all that pain and sadness, I have no regrets about the choices I've made in my life.
Not many can say that. So, you've succeeded in making your past self proud, huh?
That's right. My past has made me who I am today. I'm going to keep moving forward, no matter what hardships lie ahead.
You're a strong person, Catherine. I think I could learn a lot from you. Hearing your story and what you said about making yourself proud gives me so much to think about. No matter how hard we try, there will always be times when we have to make tough choices, right? My past self fought hard to get me here. Am I gonna make the choice that past me would have approved of?
The tough part isn't making the right choice, though. It's what you do after. You must try your best to make whatever decision you land on into the right one in the end.
You make it sound so easy. But the more I think about it, the harder it seems.
Then don't think about it. Just keep trying your best day after day. Put one foot in front of the other, and eventually, you'll look back and realize how far you've come.
That's all I've gotta do, huh?
That's all. You could even start right now. If anything I said struck a chord, that is. I, for one, look forward to seeing you carve your own path, wherever it may lead.
Your Majesty, you will take ill if you keep sleeping at your desk.
Mm-hmm. Do? Oh, I've done it again. Yes, well, thank you for waking me and sparing my poor neck any further damage.
You sounded pained. Is everything all right?
Dreaming of the past again, I fear.
The tragedy?
No. The day I returned to the capital afterward. Do you remember the child who cursed me after my father's funeral?
Oh, yes. I believe he was the son of a knight who fell in Duscar.
He was furious that I would not take revenge on your people, and even more enraged to see you serving as my vassal. He berated me without mercy, demanding I kill you then and there. All I could do was walk away. Everyone desires revenge for that day. Survivors and the dead alike cry out for retribution.
I know, Your Majesty.
I seek to fulfill the duty they have given me, and have never once flinched from it. And yet, to do. If I were mortally wounded and begged with my dying breath for you to avenge me, what would you do?
I would do it, even at the cost of my life.
And if I told you to forget me, and live for your own happiness?
I would regretfully decline. I cannot know happiness without you by my side. I would still seek vengeance. Just for my own sake, not yours.
Interesting. And nothing I say to the contrary will change your mind?
Your Majesty, can you not live for your own sake?
My life is not my own. It belongs to my kingdom, my people, and the dead. But had I been born to a different fate, well, perhaps I would have traveled outside Fódlan with you as a mercenary. Or perhaps I'd be a farmer. I confess the thought does sound rather delightful.
Surely you could still tread those paths.
It was a jest to do. I merely said the first thing that came to mind. I am driven by matters on which I cannot permit myself to yield. I hope you understand that.
Well then, all the more reason to get some proper rest. If work remains, I will aid you. If you have difficulty sleeping, I will lend you my ear. But seeing you slumped over at your desk disturbs me. Every time, I fear death has come for you in the night.
Death will never sneak up on me as long as I remain under your watchful attention.
Your Majesty, please.
Though, if I were to die and leave you alone, the aftermath would be horrendous. I suppose I will heed your advice. Just this once.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No, Annette! Get back!
Oh, that was a close one. Good thing we had water nearby.
My apologies. It was foolish for me to attempt that without prior experience.
No, it was my fault for asking you to try and light it with magic.
The fault is mine alone. You had no way of knowing that my aptitude for magic was so lacking. And we were lucky it only resulted in a small explosion. Had the flames spread, it easily may have proved disastrous.
Aw, don't beat yourself up over it. We were able to put it out quickly, and that's all that matters.
What a remarkably positive spin on the matter. Still, I'm relieved you weren't hurt. I have always been abysmal at magic. My father and grandfather were the same, so perhaps I inherited it from them.
Yeah. I guess you're better suited to fighting with something sharp and pointy.
Actually, I had a fair amount of interest in becoming a mage when I was a boy. An old friend of mine would give magic demonstrations, and I always found myself terribly jealous of her abilities.
Well, you know there's a school of sorcery in the capital, right? You definitely should have enrolled.
But I knew they only accepted students who display at least a modicum of talent for the craft. Every time I glimpsed one of those students, I found myself envious of their skill.
I had no idea. But hey, if you're interested, how about I teach you a bit? We can start right now.
You would do that?
Sure. See, I've been helping out at the school ever since I came back to the capital. And after talking with everyone there, I've been thinking it would be fun to, you know, teach somebody. I'd like to help people get better at magic, even if they're really, really, really bad at it.
A fine aspiration. If you'll have me, I would be honored to be your first pupil. Though I imagine your skills can be put to use helping many people besides just myself. I know I am not the first person, nor will I be the last, to accidentally conjure up an explosion.
Come on, Dimitri. It's not like I'll be that much help. But regardless, I'm confident that becoming a teacher is the path for me. Right then, Your Majesty, let's start by practicing some fire magic.
You want me to cast the same spell again? Well, if you think it best.
Fire spells are the most basic magic of all. You just let the old power build up, and then boom, let loose. Okay, so start by using your hands to focus your energy.
Like this?
Don't be so hesitant. We've got plenty of water here, so really lean into it.
I wasn't intending to hold back. Perhaps I could charge it up a bit more.
Your Majesty, are you all right?
I fear we may have a long road ahead of us.
Felix, what are you doing here?
I had business in the capital. Speaking of, I hear you're that boar's knight now.
Or... Oh, you mean His Majesty?
Yeah, him. You must have it rough with a tiresome man like that leading you.
I think you're exaggerating, Felix. I wouldn't call him that at all. In fact, he even does our jobs for us sometimes. Although he has been trying to rely on us a little more lately.
See, that's exactly why he's such a problem. You should steal your job back from him once in a while. Use force if you have to.
Felix, are you?
Anyway, the castle has certainly changed in the past, what, 2 years since he took over? For one thing, there are many more commoners among the knights.
You have a good eye to notice that. But yes, His Majesty says there are pros and cons to it. For example, knights from noble families tend to be more polite and respectful. There were a lot of scuffles and misunderstandings in the beginning, but things seem to be calming down now.
And which are you, noble or commoner? You became a knight on Lord Lenato's recommendation, right?
Yeah, my situation is kind of strange. I'm almost stuck right in the middle. Still, I feel like there are things only I can do precisely because I don't fit into either box. But whenever I'm in real trouble, His Majesty and Dedue always come to my aid. So that's good.
Dedue as well, huh?
Yep, even the knights accept him as one of us now. No one's a better cook or more skilled with their hands. And he's a proper demon on the battlefield to boot. I hope to be more like him someday.
Please, no. One of him is more than enough. Especially that blind loyalty. Imitate that and you'll only end up throwing away your life on the battlefield.
Oh, are you worried about us? That's sweet, Felix. I always had the impression you cared for your friends, and now I know I'm right.
Excuse me?
I mean, sure, the things you say are pretty harsh, but you can't bring yourself to actually abandon someone. You always show so much concern for me, and for To-Do, and even for His Majesty.
Yeah, well, it'd be more work for me if anything happened to you, that's all. I'm busy enough as it is. Can't afford to take on more issues.
Well then, I'll do my best not to add to your problems.
I doubt you'll need to try that hard. You do a decent enough job of supporting folks already. So, keep up the good work and maybe I'll lend you a hand someday. You know, if you need it.
Thanks, Felix. I'll be counting on you.
What lovely weather. Morning walks really are the best. Is that Ash? I thought it was you. What are you doing out and about so early?
Morning, Annette. I've been teaching some of the townspeople how to read and write, as well as some basic math skills. We were all so into it we didn't notice the time slipping away, and now... it's suddenly morning.
Wow, that's so good of you, Ash. What made you decide to do that?
When I went into town earlier, I found a merchant selling medicine at outrageous prices. But people were all snapping it up without even questioning it. Well, I couldn't just stand by and watch it happen. So I called a couple folks over to show them the math. A few more people came over, then a few more. And before I knew it, I found myself becoming their teacher.
That is so you. But seriously, I think it's amazing. If you ever decide to break out the chalk again, I'd love to help. You can handle reading and math and stuff, and I'll teach him magic and history.
Really? That would be great. I enjoy studying a lot, but I don't think I'm very good at actually instructing people.
Well, they are two completely different things. Speaking of which, didn't Lord Lenato teach you your letters and numbers?
Yes, although my father showed me some basic arithmetic as well. Lenato always used to say that study is the path to one's own morality.
What does that mean?
Well, there's no universal rules for what's right and what's wrong, you know? So you have to find your own morality, something you can believe in and stick to, no matter what. He also said a person needs knowledge and education to make that happen.
I suppose knowledge does grant the power to make sound judgments. I mean, I saw everything differently once I started attending the School of Sorcery and the Officers' Academy.
Most of the people here lack the means to attend such institutions, but they still contend with danger and lies on a daily basis. I want to give them the tools to see their way clear of that. So, I guess that's why I'm teaching them. I want to meet them as an equal, not as a Knight of Fargus, but as someone who knows exactly what they're going through.
That's incredible, Ash. I think I could learn a thing or two from you, too.
There you are, Felix. Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
About the fight you got into the other day with those soldiers.
Oh, that. Don't worry, I won't do it again.
One of my men told me the whole story of what actually went down. Apparently, one of your soldiers was mocking the heir of House Gautier, who just so happens to be me. And he started getting into it with everyone else, which is when you decided to jump in.
Worst decision of my life. But like I said, I'm done with all that. I only stepped in because I thought it was my responsibility to make my men see sense. But my fists tend to move faster than my brain, as I'm sure you know.
I'm very well aware. Still, I'm curious why you didn't tell me everything right away.
Because he said some really nasty stuff about you. I didn't want your delicate ears dropping off in horror.
Okay, now I'm even more curious. Anyway, sorry for tearing into you without knowing the full story.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I can't let personal life influence business. even if it does concern you.
You shouldn't worry about it. People speaking poorly about me is something of a regular occurrence. And honestly, I deserve every last bit of it. I was a real scoundrel in my younger days. Caused a whole lot of people a whole lot of headaches. That kind of talk isn't your fault or your soldiers' fault. The blame lies squarely with the man I used to be.
So, why didn't you do something about that man when you were younger?
It was just... I had to be that way, you know? I had to play the part of the flippant, carefree rogue because... Anyway, look, I know I'm a real piece of work, but that's just me being me.
Fine. Perhaps you do deserve to be made fun of. But I still won't stand it coming from a bunch of curs who don't know a single thing about you. You may not have the title of Margrave yet, but you still make yourself pretty useful. I've seen how you've helped the boar, and I guess you help me too.
Wow, Felix, that's... Wow. Oh boy, I think someone's cutting onions in here.
Be quiet. Can't you listen to someone for 2 seconds without opening your fat mouth and completely ruining the moment? You always have been too smart and too loud for your own good. Even if no one can match you in military tactics or domestic affairs. It's like you said, we've got problems piling up both inside and out of the kingdom. But with you around, we might just be able to see our way clear of it.
That's a lot of problems to pile on one person. Especially when he isn't half as great as you're implying. I mean, I might be, say, 7% more cunning than you, but that's pretty much it. If we really want to be useful to Fargus and Dimitri, we need to work together, so we can balance out each other's weaknesses.
I suppose that's true. In which case, I guess I'm counting on you. I may even need you. Maybe. Besides, I'd be stuck with nothing but miserably dour folks without you around. I'm not sure I could handle it.
You don't have to tell me twice, old friend. I'll always be there for you. I promise.
I'm ready. Oh, me? I won't let you down.
Stay alert, everyone. Glory to the banner of the knights! Victory shall be ours!
Onward to victory.
I hope I can be more useful now.
Please, excuse me. Let's go.
Let's begin. Come with me.
I'll give it 1,000%. Time. No, what do we do?
I hope it was enough.
You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
The goddess, it worked. Let me at him. Did I meet your expectations?
Let's be sure to keep hold of it.
You're finished! No backing down! There's still more I can do. belongs to us now.
I would appreciate some help.
Let's do this!
I'll try!
I can still fight! You like that?
I'm so sorry! Dorte! Be with the guns!
No, not yet!
Stop!
I can still fight!
I'm going.
I'll give it 1,000%. I'll back you up.
I'm all right.
I won't lose! Let's put this to good use.
I'll handle this.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Now then, what next? You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend. We press onward.
Keep that momentum rolling.
Can't let it end like this.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I'm fine, really. There's still more I can do.
Please.
Let's capture some more. Let me at it. Please, I'm not sure. Please. I'll lend you my strength.
Begin the operation. All troops, march! Begin the... Our orders are clear.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll help you.
A great success.
Give me a hand. If you would like, maybe... Not for the whole back! Get back! I'm tougher than you think.
Let's get this mission underway. Are you ready?
Gotcha! No backing down! Yes!
Take this!
This doesn't look good. Please, I need help.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Tougher than you think. I came here to win, and that's what I'm doing.
Keep it up.
I'll give it 1,000%. Not sure how, but it worked.
Got you. Yeah, right. We're done for. The rest is up to you. Sorry, I'm gonna fall back. This ends now. Give in.
Success.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
Give in. All right.
I will learn your place.
For His Majesty. A large step forward. The area is ours.
Looks like that's it for us.
Give in.
Not quite.
Don't hold this against me.
Please.
It's time.
I always feel safe with you here. Allow me.
I won't run away anymore.
I cannot grow complacent.
A decent effort.
How can I best use this power?
No, this is not my peak.
I'll put this to good use. I'll be able to help even more now.
I speak the truth. I would swear my life on it. Duke Aiur has become that horrible man's puppet, dancing in the palm of his hand. And his stewardship? Naught but a farce to pacify the masses. Talus and his ilk are the ones who truly hold the reins of this empire.
You mean the mages we saw at Aryan Road? So Duke Aiur's under their control too?
Yes, and what's more, though you may find it difficult to accept, Talus and the former Lord Arundel are one and the same. I overheard as much cross his own lips.
Then it's as we feared. And what of Edelgard?
Her Majesty? I cannot explain what has befallen her. She does as Duke Aiur bids her and nothing more. Though of course, Talus is the one whispering those orders to him from the shadows. She follows his every word, issuing his orders in her name. Now, surely I have shared secrets enough to earn my salvation?
That will require formal deliberation. You may await your verdict from the inside of your cell.
What? No, wait, there's more! Please, I beg of you!
How much of Fenia's prattling do you believe?
Certainly not all of it. But a great deal of what she said rings true. Lord Arendel's contributions to the church must have ceased because he was no longer Lord Arendel, but Tallis instead. It's almost identical to how the librarian Tomas was replaced by that dark mage. At the time the donations stopped, Lord Arendel was living in Fargus, having fled from the Empire.
So Cornelia may have been the one who arranged to have Lord Arendel replaced.
They were both deeply involved in the tragedy of Duscur. But to what end? Why would the Empire abduct the Queen Consort?
There is no way of knowing those answers now. Not until we defeat Tallis and launch a full investigation into his activities. What I can say is everything would be different if not for those mages. My father, his knights, the citizens of Duscur. None would have met the fate that befell them. No doubt they had a reason for what they did. A sense of justice that rationalized their savagery, even if to no one but themselves. But we have the right to seek our own justice for those actions in the way we see fit. By the sword.
We will prevail, Your Majesty, and we will finally avenge the dead.
Once Tallis is gone, we will finally be able to put all this behind us and look toward a new future.
Indeed. We will have no satisfaction while these demons still draw breath. If we ever hope to greet those we've lost with our heads held high, we must settle this, here and now.
Then, we are all in agreement. Let us go.
Greetings!
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
So it's just no? Not under any circumstances?
It is not up for debate. This is for your own good, Flame.
Hey, you okay, Flame? Why the long face?
My brother has seen fit to forbid me from going out entirely.
That doesn't sound unusual for him. But as long as he doesn't know, what's the harm, right?
A fair point, but my brother truly is concerned for my safety. Perhaps...
It does seem like the church has enemies all over the place these days. So I don't know. I think I get where he's coming from.
As you know, my brother and I have lived in remote and secluded places for a very long time. All we had was each other. Then we went to Garreg Mach and suddenly we were surrounded by all these people. I had hoped to make many friends and listen to their countless tales of all the places I hadn't been. But before I got to really know the people at the Officers' Academy...
Everything went all topsy-turvy and the Academy had to shut down.
Do you remember when we went into town together to look at the latest fashions? That was so much fun. I was looking forward to going shopping together again, but perhaps I should just let the whole thing go.
Oh, Flame. Don't give up so easily. We're just talking about a little outing here.
Even that would prove tremendously difficult for me. With the church thrown into such chaos, my brother is in a near constant state of agitation. I must not trouble him further by making him worry about me as well.
You're very kind to your brother, Flame. Just remember, it won't always be like this.
You think so?
Absolutely. Wars can't last forever, right? When this war ends and peace returns to Fódlan, taking a shopping trip will be no big deal.
If that is so, then would you be willing to go into town with me again when that day comes?
Of course. I'd be happy to keep you company. Or were you keeping me company? I forgot.
With that to look forward to, it should be no trouble to summon a little patience. It is times like this I am grateful you're not a man.
What? Oh, you mean because of Sedith?
Yes. I'm not sure my brother will permit me to go anywhere with a man, even when the war is over.
He'll never get to know any men if he doesn't. Are you okay with that?
No, but if I do it anyway and he finds out, I'm sure it would be, as I've said, utterly disastrous.
Well then, I'll just have to help you sneak out, won't I?
Oh my, would you really do that? I should have known you would be so bold.
Well, this is great.
Having some trouble there, Gerald?
I wanted to replace the clasp on my gauntlet, but I can't quite get the blasted thing to stay.
Here, let me try.
Oh, look at that. You got a real knack for these things. Thanks, kid.
I'm surprised you've survived this long with those ham hands.
Being a good mercenary isn't all about dexterity, you know? Besides, when you've lived as long as I have, your body just doesn't work as well as it used to. Trust me.
You don't look that old to me.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I might not look it, but I'm practically an ancient tome. Not to mention I've lived pretty hard. Might just be a gut feeling, but I've started feeling like the goddess might call me to her side before long.
Come on, it's not like you're at death's door. Besides, you really think the goddess would be calling you of all people?
You don't hold anything back, do you? If the goddess won't have me, then I'll just have to make do in hell.
Do you think you'd have any regrets if you died right now?
Not one. Except maybe living too long.
What about leaving your kid behind?
Can't say I wouldn't be worried, especially because that kid isn't exactly normal.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I gotta say, your kid's always real calm and aloof. Not one for emotion, huh?
You're telling me. Born without so much as a peep, that one. Just a personal quirk, I guess. Makes it tough to find friends, though. In that sense, I'm glad we're here. There's tons of young folks around. And maybe the kid'll take a shine to you, since you're both mercenaries.
Who knows? I've been hoping we could talk more at least.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear you say that. Takes a load off my mind.
Now you really sound like a dad.
I was never much of a parent, but I do worry all the same. You know, I think we were meant to end up on the same side. Would you do me a favor and look after my kid?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you're about to die.
Hey, it's possible. Tomorrow's never guaranteed in this line of work. I meant what I said. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna refuse a dying man's wish after all.
Your Majesty, about tomorrow's drills. Apologies. I did not mean to interrupt.
It's fine, Ingrid. We had just finished.
That was the leader of the Dusker forces, yes? What were you talking about?
We were discussing various tactics and formations. We must be aligned if we're to fight together. The way Dusker soldiers operate is quite different from our knights. I must also be mindful of how I deploy them to avoid undue conflict.
Yes, I hear there have already been a number of small quarrels in the encampment.
It's not a problem easily solved. I'm sure each side finds it difficult to adjust to the other. And you, Ingrid. Do you still hate the people of Dusker?
I no longer have reason to hold on to that hate. Yes, a few of them were involved in the tragedy, but I cannot blame the rest for that. There were many other forces at work. I understand that now. Yet I used to focus all my negative feelings on the people of Dusker, and for that I am ashamed. In a way, I now find myself scared of interacting with them at all.
You needn't blame yourself. The fault lies with me for not speaking to you about it more 6 years ago. I hesitated because I didn't wish to confuse the matter, not knowing the full truth of it. But you were forced to grapple with many painful feelings as a result. Clearly, my priorities were not in order.
You had enough to deal with 6 years ago. So many knights were expelled from the castle, and almost none but Lord Rodrigue would set foot in the capital. Even my father prevented me from going to see you.
Yet, I still could have sought you out. And I had countless chances to discuss the matter at the Academy.
I do not think I would have taken it well even if you had. I was convinced that Glenn died saving you from irredeemable villains. I forced myself to believe that. If I hadn't, I fear I may have gone mad.
I was in a similar position. But once I finally opened the lid on that box, I realized just how many were involved, including members of our own kingdom. In the end, I knew I had to reconcile with reality.
And I must also accept the reality that stands before me now. We are allied with the people of Duscur, which means I can no longer avoid them.
I have an idea. It may not help, but I'd like to take you somewhere. The father of that man I was speaking with earlier opened an inn last year, and it's not far. Would you care to join me there for a meal? Word has it he's quite skilled at making all manner of food. Of course, if this is all too much and too soon, I understand.
Not at all. I would love to accompany you, though it shames me to admit it. I likely lack the courage to go alone, but with you at my side, I think I can take that first step.
In that case, let us make haste. Oh, and this will be my treat, so keep your pocketbook shut tight. Now then, I'd like to hear opinions on the proposed tactics. Personally, I believe it best to gather our forces and attack the stronghold directly, but...
Of course the boar wants to rush in headlong. Using a small force to take out the enemy's base of operations is a far better idea. Do you have something to say? Or are you just going to stand there glaring at me?
I have nothing to add, no.
So you're saying you have no thoughts on it whatsoever? You don't even agree or disagree? Just purely, blissfully neutral?
Enough, Felix. Leave to be and tell me more about this idea of yours.
We don't need to kick down the front door here. Sneaking in with a small force and burning their food stores will be more than enough.
Interesting. We'd miss a chance to loot their supplies, but it would free up our main force for other matters. Still, it won't be easy to slip past their patrols. I'd best take my personal troops and...
Allow me to take on the role. I trust that'll be satisfactory.
Right then. Now that we've solidified our strategy, let's break for a bit.
Okay, what is your problem? You've been giving me that look ever since we came in here. You clearly have something on your mind, so spit it out.
It's good to have you with us.
Huh?
Few can debate His Majesty without hesitation or ill intent. Our war council proceeded smoothly as a result.
You make me sound like some kind of troublemaker. I don't disagree just for the thrill of it, you know.
You don't say.
Dimitri's always had a reckless streak. Who knows what kind of mess he'd drag us into if someone wasn't around to stop him. The guy would gladly throw his life away for someone else, given half the chance.
You have a point.
His death would mean the destruction of both Fargus and the Church. So when I try to protect him, what I'm really doing is protecting the kingdom.
Spoken like the shield of Fargus.
What's with a smile? I told you, if you've got something to say, just say it.
I know you spoke up for my sake as well. I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, well, just doing what's expected. I mean, we're, you know, brothers in arms and all that.
Apologies for the wait. I trust we're ready to reconvene. You two seem to be having a lively discussion. May I ask what it was about?
Of course, Your Majesty. Felix was just saying...
I was saying how much of a fool you are. And now come. We have more important things to discuss.
Dedue, what are you doing here?
Oh, Annette. I was... training.
Wow, do you ever take a break? 'Cause you should. It's almost dinner time.
I don't plan to stop yet. I'm still not strong enough.
Not strong? You mean with your axe? Come on, you're plenty good at swinging that guy around.
No. I must make up for my inability to wield a hero's relic. You, Felix, and the others are all able to make use of their immense power. I know I can never rise to that level, but if I could somehow close the gap, to be honest, I'm envious. Envious of your ability to wield such a powerful instrument.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard you open up like that before.
I apologize. Please forget I said anything.
No, I'm happy you told me. I feel closer to you now. Anyway, I think you're really strong already. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Truly?
Yeah. You're invaluable with or without a relic. Crests and relics are only useful on the battlefield anyway. But you can cook and sew and do all kinds of helpful stuff. Meanwhile, I'm pretty much just 9 thumbs and a toe. Plus, you swing around that heavy axe like it's nothing. So I mean it, Dedu. You're amazing.
We each have something the other lacks.
Exactly. Besides, maybe it's a good thing that you can't use a relic. If you could, you'd be too good and the rest of us would just be getting in your way all the time. Training is fine and dandy, but don't be so hard on yourself, okay?
You're strong in your own way, Annette. Your optimism is infectious. It aids not only me, but everyone else as well.
Aw, you're making me blush. Still, I guess being positive sort of is one of my special talents, huh? And if it managed to help you even a little, that's enough for me. Anyway, I made dinner today, so let's head back and start feasting. It'll be yummy, promise. I mean, I did manage to make the bottom of the pot fall out, so things got a little hairy there for a second, but it smells great.
The bottom fell out?
Yeah, but it turned out amazing, I swear. I can't wait for you to try some.
How did you manage to... Never mind. Let's eat before it grows cold.
So, by stationing themselves in the bog, they were able to slow the advance of the enemy horses.
Exactly. But Lug's army was prepared in other ways too. They dug pitfalls, set up anti-cavalry palisades, and more. Laying all that groundwork is what led them to victory.
It's strange how the stories of King Lug don't go into much detail about him. But once you dig a bit, you realize he was a really talented tactician. I feel like I see him in a whole new light now. Say, do you think we could use this strategy in an upcoming battle? I know we can't do the exact same thing, but in that geography book you recommended to me before...
Where have you been hiding this talent? You're absorbing everything I teach you like a sponge. I can see why Lord Lenato had such faith in you.
Oh, it's not that. You're just a really good teacher.
Even taking that to be true, you're clearly an exceptional student. I'm actually sort of jealous that Dimitri gets a great knight like you by his side. I'd love to find some reason to steal you away to my territory after the war.
Don't joke like that, Sylvain. I serve His Majesty alone.
Ooh, shut down. But yeah, I get it. Still, are you really gonna devote your entire life to being a royal knight? To live and die in Ferdiad?
That was my initial idea. But I had a talk with His Majesty recently that made me reconsider. He asked if I wanted to succeed Lenato and take over Castle Gaspar after the war.
Castle Gaspar, huh? That makes sense. Adopted or not, you are Lord Lenato's heir.
I doubt the townspeople will be very accepting of me after I allowed him to die. But I'm still the only one capable of taking on the job. Or at least that's how I like to think of it.
Sounds like a huge responsibility, all right. Definitely can't ask you to come to House Gautier in that case.
That land meant everything to Lenato, and I would do anything to protect it. I want to help other people the same way he helped me. And I think I'm finally strong enough to do that now.
I should have expected as much. But hey, if that's what you want to do, I've got your back. A little education can be handy for a knight, but castle lords need to learn everything they can get their hands on. So let me know if you ever need old Teach to fill your little head full of info, and I'll come running. Sheesh, listen to me. I think your serious nature is contagious.
You joke, but I think you've always been a serious person deep down. You're an intelligent man who's always got his mind on one thing or another. I mean, aside from the way you acted back at the academy.
Oh, the unkindest cut. Completely accurate, but still.
I'm excited to learn everything I can from you, Sylvain. I really am.
I wonder...
You sure?
No.
I'm ready anytime. Stay focused.
There's too much at stake for failure. Hurry! We cannot allow them to fall here!
I must see everyone safe.
We won't last at this rate. We need assistance!
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Let's begin. It's time to...
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
You're mine! You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
We did it! We did!
This should make a good foothold. Fierce as our foe may be, we cannot let ourselves lose heart.
Prepare to lay siege. My turn.
Begin our...
I got this! Witness my true power! No escape! No, I'm all right. Really. No mercy! I'm all right. This stronghold could be important.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
I'm all right. No mercy! That went well.
I'll handle this.
Initiating the operation. Providing support. Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'm prepared to see this through. Keep your eyes on me!
Well, who's next?
Keep it up!
All would be lost if I were to die here.
I'm just glad I could be of service.
Let's begin. I'll do it. Unlucky for you. Give in! I got this! I defy you! Beloved! It's no use. We can't gain any ground. We've taken control. This ends now!
Allow me.
I'm in. Witness my true power.
This is all my fault.
No escape.
That should do it.
We've made it in time. I am so glad.
A large step forward.
I won't let this go to my head. I cannot grow complacent.
I feel like I've taken hold of something.
What about this?
Right.
Hold on. And that's it. This isn't a recon mission, then? That's fine. I'm up for anything.
This should be fun. We should train our troops to breathe underwater. No better hiding spot. I've spent 7 years in Fódlan. Can't believe it's been that long. Yep. Nice and quiet. Need something? It would be pretty great if you came from outside Fódlan, too. Of course, there's no evidence of that. All good? I enjoyed that more than I thought I would. Maybe hit me up again sometime.
Then I'll be off.
I'm ready to be battling.
We will all return alive.
Everyone, on me! Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me. Do you want me to lay an ambush?
Let's do this!
I refuse to hold back. You won't stop! This will make a fine foothold. My turn. We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the...
They won't let victory come easily. Witness my true power! No escape! Wounds are severe. I have to fall back. My work is done. No mercy! Witness my true power! No escape!
Why? You have to take things from here.
This is not yet the time for celebration.
I can still fight! I face my comrades after this.
Now then, what next?
No mercy!
I'll handle paint swapping.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best.
Initiating the operation. This stronghold could be important. You fought well.
You set a fine example.
You are right! I beg your assistance at once. Begin the operation. All troops, begin the operation.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
I have finished with great success.
I got this!
This doesn't look good.
Please, I need help.
Yeah, right.
This place is becoming ours.
I'll handle this.
This is little more than a scratch.
Retreat!
You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
That should do it.
A resounding success.
A feat of much impressiveness.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
On to the next one. I'll hesitate no longer.
I won't lose.
I'm all right.
My turn.
Allow me. Just take a breath.
You're mine! Prepare! You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
I can still fight. I'm in. Witness my true power. No escape. No, not yet. I can still fight. No mercy. No, not yet. Another battle survived.
I'm glad to be of use.
I work to grow.
Indeed.
that's what you want.
I'll show you what I can do.
I shall perform to my utmost.
There's too much at stake for failure.
Whatever it takes.
Hear you loud and clear. I might just be able to help.
All right, here I go. I'll help you out.
I will give it my all. I shall...
We're with you all the way. Stand tall. Stand back. Tough luck. Got you.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
Me and you, Ingrid.
I believe in you, Sylvain.
Aw, I'm blushing. Hey, you tried.
I'm dragging the others down.
Stand down!
Somebody help me!
I got this!
Way too easy.
This isn't looking so good.
I will give it my all. I shall...
Someone help me!
I cannot grow complacent. Begin the operation.
My
Wounds
turn.
are severe. I have to fall back.
They are relying on me. Care to join me?
We'll hit him as one! Did you see that?
Let us assist each other. Out of the way.
I almost feel sorry for them.
I shall do my part.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
Are you prepared?
I got this!
I face my comrades after this.
We'll hit him as one! Did you see that?
Let us assist each other. Out of the way. able to manage this much.
A fine showing. I'll handle.
I will give it my all.
This.
Retreat!
Stand back! I won't lose! Got you! Tough luck! Me and you, Ingrid!
I believe in you, Sylvain!
Aw, I'm blushing! Hey, you tried! Wounds are severe. I have to fall back. Hear you loud and clear. When hell I guess. Look at you! Watch and learn.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Got you!
I will give it my all.
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
Perfect, right?
I got this!
No use fighting a losing battle.
You're wide open!
Will not falter.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
Join me, Sylvain!
Come on, partner!
Do you have to call me that? There! You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
I will do
Begin the operation.
my best. So this is defeat. I'm sorry. Care to join me?
We'll hit him as one! Did you see that?
Let us assist each other. Out of the way!
We're not losing to anyone!
I shall... I cannot lose!
Allow
I
me.
believe this location belongs to us now.
Join me, Sylvain.
Come on, partner!
Do you have to call me that? You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
I got this! Here we go!
They put up a tough fight.
Nice going, everyone. That's one in the win column. Can't let my friends down.
Did you witness my prowess?
I've grasped new strength.
Hey!
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result. Time to go to work.
I'll do my best.
There's too much at stake for failure.
We must protect our allies, no matter what. Shall we? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I will give it my all. I will assist you.
Not a problem. I've got this. Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Allow me.
We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
To lend a hand, would you?
Let's do this! Not yet. Retreat!
I'm glad that went well. Please retreat. I have to try. There.
Let's do this!
Are you ready?
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Take a breather.
Shall we? Let's... This is ours now.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
You have my support.
No use fighting a losing battle.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Out of the way. You're done.
I can't say I like how this is up.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
Unfolding. Looks like that's it for us. I'm terribly sorry for the bother, my dear.
I'm getting stronger.
I'll handle this.
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
Together.
Leave this to me. You'll never win.
Thank you, my friend.
Render your assistance at once!
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
I feel my strength building.
Sorry, I gotta fall back. Yeah, right.
And off we go.
We are better together. Yeah!
Leave this to me. Prepare! You'll never win.
Thank you, my friend.
I do hope you'll make this fun.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Retreat!
Sorry, we weren't strong enough.
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
I cannot grow complacent.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
We shall provide support.
No need to fret.
Wait.
Together.
We are better together.
Leave this to me. This ends here.
My turn. Don't mind if I do.
Out of the way. Here it comes. You're done.
I don't know how we held them off, but we did.
I can't stop now.
I won't let this go to my head.
Indeed. Correct.
Your Majesty, where have you gone? I knew it was a foolish idea to bring her to battle, given her condition.
Duke Ire, my lord! The enemy is advancing from the rear and picking off our units one after the other! It's only a matter of time until they're at our throats. You must flee!
What does that imbecile of a military minister think he's doing? Tell him to stop them. If we fail to find the Emperor soon...
All searches have turned up nothing so far. It's possible she has been taken by the enemy. But please, you must save yourself at least. We will remain here and continue to seek out Her Majesty.
Yes, I suppose staying here myself would only accomplish my being lost as well. In that case, I shall withdraw to the monastery. My apologies, but I leave the search to you.
Understood.
Farewell, and thank you.
The last major impediment before us is Count Burgles, perhaps the most fearsome general in all of Fódlan.
The road to winning this war runs right through this battlefield. I don't care who's waiting for us. Any enemy that stands in our way is getting cut down.
I feel like I can tackle anything after that.
It's time to move, everyone. I know you won't let the kingdom down.
Understood.
We're going after Duke Ire. Edelgard is likely to be with me.
I must escape, even if it's alone. Quickly, to Garreg Mach.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I'll do what I can.
I'll back you up. I'll do my best. We'll win if we work together.
Begin the operation.
Allow me to lend a hand.
I'll give it 1,000. I'll back you up.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
We will proceed as we must strive to perform to the best of our ability. Simply giving chase will not close the distance. We need to cut off his escape route. Sending a few units ahead via the caves might do the trick.
Combat engineers are in position. This should make for a good diversion.
Shame I missed the pitched battle. I'm not so fond of fighting at a disadvantage.
They'll have troops waiting for us in the caves. I'm sure of it. Let's keep our wits about us.
Out of the way!
Good. Send up the signal.
What was that meant to signal? An enemy ambush? Investigate! We're truly done for now. Is there no one who can help us?
Fine, I'll cover you. They won't get through me.
We'll have to take Caspar out if we want to keep moving.
Duke Ire cannot be allowed to escape. We must defeat Caspar with utmost haste. We will proceed as we must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I can't let you pass. You'll have to get through me first. We can do this!
I'm gonna follow your lead. I've got you now.
Let us crush their defenses.
It's not over. It doesn't matter how bad I get hurt. Just as long as I can stay on my feet.
I'm not stopping now.
Edelgard, I'm sorry. I did what I could.
Let's start the attack.
It's not over.
Have your back! Finally, there's no time to waste. Let's go!
We are now ready to retreat.
I've awaited.
Allow me.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Your Excellency, the ballistae are ready to fire. That might buy us a small amount of time.
Our path is effectively blocked. We need to disable those ballistae.
Grant them no mercy.
I appreciate your help.
Go! Now!
I'm coming too.
I'm utterly exhausted. Someone relieve me so I can rest.
Let me show you the prowess of House Burgleys. Come and try me if you don't value your lives.
Are you ready?
The Minister of Military Affairs himself stands before us now. I've awaited it.
Shall we? Let's get...
Well then, we will just have to take him down.
We have to take him out now. If we aren't quick about it, Duke Ire is going to get away.
Lend me your strength.
To victory!
Yes, understood. Stand down! We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Good, it stopped. Now we can keep moving.
We can do this!
I'm gonna follow your lead! I've got you now!
Any last words? I shall receive them in place of the goddess.
I'll take you all on! Look out!
Let us crush their defenses!
Impressive! They can't be!
I believe Leopold needs help. I'll leave this to you.
Impressive! They can't be!
Now, I'm aware you don't need any help, but at least let me heal you. A wise man is ever ready.
Who asked you? Now I really can't settle for anything less than victory.
I suppose good manners dictate that we repay them in kind.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll give it 1,000%. We can...
And charge them head on!
You got my back? We can do this!
I'm gonna follow your lead! I've got you now!
Things are not unfolding quite in our favor. I had best retreat.
You're doing well. I might even be in danger.
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
Impressive.
Let's link up. We can do this!
I'm gonna follow your lead! I've got you now!
Grant them no mercy. I'm going.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
We will proceed as planned.
Finally, someone capable of bringing me to my knees. I shall... What is that?
The Empire cannot afford your death. My apologies, but I'm warping you out of here.
He lives to fight another day. Regardless, our pathway is now clear. Let us hurry after Duke Ire.
Hurry! Faster! Keep running!
My turn?
I shall take the...
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
Let's begin. I will be your
lead.
The enemy is upon us, but I cannot die here. The future of the Empire depends on it.
I can go.
Great. The path is clear. So let's go block off his exit route.
Oh, ancestors of Adrastia, and your majesty, our empire is doomed.
We've managed to defeat Duke Ire, but Edelgard is nowhere to be seen. We must find her. I must keep training.
I need to be stronger, faster.
I won't let myself stop here.
I could use this. Not a trace of the Emperor in sight. She and Duke Ire must not be together.
In any case, she's certainly not here.
By now, the Knights of Sero should be making their final approach on Garreg Mach. Perhaps we should join them, and focus on reclaiming the monastery before anything else.
No, let's keep looking. Sometimes the person you're looking for is hiding right under your nose the whole time.
Your words hold some truth to them. Very well. We'll split off into groups and search for her all at once.
I'm gonna go check the path up to the monastery. You wanna come with?
Of course.
Then we will divide our efforts and search both to the east and west. Good luck.
There's no sign of them. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.